So we're here with Stronghold Crusader number 2, and we're just wanting to get a little bit of information about the game and exactly what we can expect from it, so shoot away.
So Crusader II is a sequel to Crusader I, which came out, obviously, in 2002. It's basically the premier castle building game. You don't, for some weird reason, nobody else has done the medieval RTS kind of thing. It's, you know, people do it here and there, but they don't really go into the castle building too much, and everyone loves building castles, knocking down other people's castles, and it's essentially a sort of combination of the city builder genre, so, you know, SimCity and that kind of stuff, mixed in with real-time strategy games, you know, obviously like StarCraft, Warcraft, etc., etc., and basically taking those two genres and mixing them together, which is incredibly hard to do, but somehow we managed to do it.
I like the modesty as well, nice and humble, really good.
So you guys doing it, so you can't be modest, otherwise, you know, no one will know about it.
The word wouldn't get out otherwise, right? So obviously you've had a previous iteration, over 10 years ago, so what kind of changes have you made from there, and what kind of lessons have you learned from doing the previous one?
So it's actually really interesting because obviously when you make a sequel to a game that was released 10 years ago, you have people that played it when they were kids or they were at uni, and it's like quite sort of dear in their heart, so you can't change it up too much. But basically what we've done is taken the original blueprint for the first game, because there's always stuff in games that gets left on the cutting room floor. So for instance, in the first game there was maybe 2 or 3 units, just a handful that had these special abilities, and now I think more than half of the game's troops have them. So it's basically about taking many of the gameplay systems and features in the original game and extending them to, you know, and basically creating the game that we wanted to create in the first place but didn't have the time for, or the, you know, the skill for at the time.
Gotcha. And then obviously we're going to be looking to see what platforms we can get this on, the pricing, when that's going to be available from.
So PC. We love PC, you love PC, you can customize it, you can turn up the graphics, you can have 2,500 times whatever resolution, so it's going to be PC at launch. We sometimes do Mac ports, so that's a possibility, and you know, if we sell 30 million copies, then maybe we could do other ports platforms, but first and foremost it's just PC, so we're going to be on Steam. The game's pretty much being built with Steam in mind. We've got Steamworks support, achievements, voice chat, that kind of stuff, and we're shooting for March 2014 for a release date, but it's ready when it's ready. We're self-publishing the game this time, so we don't have to listen to anyone else telling us you have to release it in this quarter or whatever. So yeah, March is the aim, and Paul, our producer, if he's around, he'll be telling me, say it's March, because he wants to get stuff done on time, but it's basically when it's ready,
Cool, and then what sort of price are we going to be able to grab that at as an approximation? Obviously we're way off, and then where are we going to be getting the news as well for in the future?
The pricing's going to be sort of, you know, premium indie, sort of low end, sort of, you know, mainstream, so probably about, you know, £30 on Steam at launch, and then obviously, you know, we'd be crazy not to participate in Steam sales and stuff like that, so we're probably looking at that for launch, and beyond then we don't really know. So, yeah.
And then if we're going to get information about where you're going along at the moment, how you're getting on, when the actual release date's going to be, where would we be going for that?
So www.facebook.com/SHCrusader II, not 2, II, or Twitter account is at SHCrusader2. You know, we have a YouTube account which is YouTube/Firefly Worlds, and of course we'll be on the big gaming websites and all that kind of stuff in the road to release. So yeah, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, basically. We love social media.
Wonderful stuff, so hopefully we'll be catching you on there. Cheers.